Today, we will discuss about barriers to entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the road to wealth creation, and everybody should go for entrepreneurship. But it doesn't happen. There are many barriers to the path of entrepreneurship. What are those barriers? We'll talk about them. One is funding. When you want to start your business enterprise, you require money. And initially, nobody gives funding. Once your business is flourishing, growing, well established, it's very easy to get funding at that time. At that time, bank will be willing to finance. Investors would be interested in funding. It would be easy to get funding from private equity. It would be easy to get funding, public funding, loans, even public issue. But in the beginning, it is difficult. So in the beginning, you need to have your own savings, your own funds, your own friends, relatives, family to support you. Because in the beginning, you have to work hard to get funding. Of course, now the government of India has made this task a little bit easier. The government of India has supported large number of incubation centers across the country. And these incubation centers, they provide funding, initial funding, the funding that you require to start, so that you can get from these incubation centers. And they also give you mentoring, they also give you guidance, how to start, how to undertake marketing, how to undertake branding, all those things. Then another important aspect is business knowledge. Our education system doesn't give practical knowledge. You agree? In our education system, even if you are doing MBA, you'd never gain practical knowledge. That is a big limitation. The students complete their graduation, post-graduation without ever going to the market, without ever going to a mandi, without ever knowing how to buy, how to sell, how to deal with customers. Merely reading a book cannot make you an expert. You have to go to the field. Yes, you have to go to the field, talk to the customers, talk to the sellers, talk to the market leaders, understand. That is the most important thing. So you have to gain an understanding how to identify the target market, how to approach the customers, how to understand the requirements of the customers. You have to understand the marketing, selling, you have to understand legal requirement, financial management. The textbooks that you have studied in your MBA, BBA or engineering, they prepare you for a very large company. But when you are starting your enterprise is very small. So keep those theories away. You start afresh, learning step by step. Because in your textbook of MBA, you will find, okay, you have to establish a management information system with TPS, executive information system, DSS, etc. That will be applicable when your enterprise is large. If you are just starting an enterprise, a startup with 2 or 3 persons maximum, at that stage, you do not require those theories. You have to have a practical insight into how a small enterprise would grow. That is missing in our textbooks. That can come through internship. I personally encourage my students of MBA and BBA to go for internships in small enterprises and in startups, so that they can have first-hand experience of working with a startup, working in a small enterprise, so that when they start their own startup, they are not stuck. They have some practical experience on the basis of which they can start their own enterprise. That is what I am doing. But this is a big problem in our country. Another important barrier in entrepreneurship is reluctance to take risks. You do not want to take risk. Entrepreneurship is based on the premise that you are willing to take risk. If you do not want to take risk, entrepreneurship is not for you. You have to take risk because nothing is certain in entrepreneurship. You do a job, things are certain. You get salaries on time, you get payments on time, everything is certain. But when you are running your own enterprise, there are so many uncertainties, and those uncertainties can create problem for you. So you have to understand the uncertainties, the market uncertainties. So understand, you have to prepare for risk. You have to develop a tolerance for ambiguity. You have to develop a tolerance for turbulence, because the market forces are full of turbulence. There are challenges. So you have to understand those challenges. You have to prepare yourself for taking risks. You have to understand the dynamics of market risks, prepare for them, and go for them. Then regulatory and legal hurdles. Business requires understanding of law. You cannot say, I have not read law. It is expected that everybody who is doing business should have basic understanding of law and should follow the law. If you are not aware, go and consult a chartered accountant, go and consult a lawyer. They will tell you what are the requirements, follow them. It is very unfortunate that our country's legal structure is very complicated. Laws are very, very big, very lengthy, very difficult to understand. Language is very difficult. But wait, everything is not negative. We have large number of advocates, chartered accountants in our country who are willing to offer their services at very nominal charges. So you hire some of the chartered accountants, some of the lawyers from the beginning, so that you are able to follow the law word by word. If you join an incubation center, most probably the incubation center might have hired some legal professionals who will provide their services. So your task will be easier. You just contact that legal expert, take guidance, and follow everything verbatim. Right? If you start following laws from the beginning and you establish law-based business organization, legal organization, you will not face any problem later on. Then market. India is a huge market. There are large number of sellers, large number of buyers. It's a tough competition. The moment you introduce a new product, competitors will copy you, and they will offer same product at lower price. This is the market reality. You introduce a new brand, competitors will copy it, introduce similar brand, and take away all your market. These kinds of things can happen, so be prepared for them. It is easy to say that you enter into a business where there is no other player, blue ocean strategy. It is easy to say, but The reality is, if you are starting a business enterprise, others can also start. If you have started an enterprise in particular domain, others can also do it. And when your competitors can notice you entering into a certain segment, they would also like to enter that segment and grab a big chunk of the market. So this is the thing. Then securing first customers, very difficult task. Once you are an established player, everyone pays attention. Customers also pay attention to you. But if you are a new player, you are a startup, you have yet to establish in the market, it is very difficult to get your first set of customers. You don't have any credentials, you do not have any list of satisfied customers. So it's very difficult in the beginning. So you have to persuade to the customers, launch some free trials, take their feedback, and slowly build your story. So you have long time to go. So build customer trust, build relationship with them, generate sales based on satisfied customers, adopt very effective marketing and sales strategies, ensure very high customer satisfaction. All these things will enable you to achieve your business. See, entrepreneurship is a journey which involves your complete efforts. You have to push your best efforts. You have to have very high level of self-management. If you are not able to manage yourself well, you will not be able to manage your enterprise well. Most of us are not able to give our best because of various reasons. Most of us are having health related problems, personal problem, time management problem, family problem. We have our weaknesses. Bring those weaknesses down. Manage your time well, manage your emotions well, manage yourself well, manage your resources well. If you are able to manage all these things well, then only you will be able to become a good entrepreneur, right? Then entrepreneurship is one such area where still we find males are dominating. Though girls are also willing to become entrepreneur, they are also coming forward, but they face problem, and that gender biasness is still a barrier, but it can be removed. If you are a girl, don't get deterrent, try, you will gain success. Then we also have the problem of age, right? Young people are often looked down upon. These people don't have trust on them, while old people like me, we do not have that level of risk taking appetite, we do not have that level of energy to attain success. So these are also barriers. Fear of failure is the biggest barrier. People do not want to face failure. Yes, nobody wants to face failure. But in the field of entrepreneurship, failures come as lessons. When you start your enterprise, you face many failures. Treat them as your ladders to progress. Treat them as stepping stones. Welcome every failure, analyze it critically, learn from it, and then relaunch. these failures are helping. They are helping you in building your business. So treat every failure with a learning appetite. And business is one such area where failures are bound to take place. You may try your best, still there would be some failures, because uncertainties are there. Market is full of uncertainty, and you do not know what others are doing. You can control your own behavior, you can evaluate your own self, you can undertake analysis of publicly available data, but then there are many things which are not known. You cannot get inkling about what others are doing. So reduce your failure appetite, embrace every failure, analyze and then take corrective action. So treat failures with a learning appetite, develop a positive mindset, create a support network so that if you fail, you are still getting encouragement, and develop your resilience. Resilience is your ability to bounce back. That will help you in your success. So, wish you all a very successful entrepreneurial journey. Encourage everybody to take up entrepreneurship as a career. Work hard, try out, create success stories. Your success story will be an outcome based on your own hard work. You will have to work very hard to create your success story. So, develop a passion to create your own success story, to actualize your dreams, to attain what you wanted to attain, to become what you wish to become. This is a difficult path, but this is also very rewarding. Once you attain success, it will be very, very rewarding. You can look around the world. Those people who have taken the path of entrepreneurship, they have become who's who of the world. They are leading the change in the world. They are introducing new products, new services, new technologies, and they are the key decision makers in all major revolutions. Yes, you may look around in any country and you will find the level of changes the entrepreneurs are bringing is phenomenal. We are all aware of the role of Bill Gates, how these people are changing. Yeah, we are all aware how companies are influencing our business, our society, our lifestyles. Whatever products we are using, that is very much influenced by them. Our technologies, our products, our services, our lifestyles, they are influenced substantially. So we should be aware of them. We have to embrace entrepreneurship as our own life's dream. Go ahead. There will be challenges, there will be difficulties, there will be hurdles, there will be problems, but sheer determination, positive philosophy, willingness to embrace your failures, learn from them, and an appetite to grow, all of them will combine to help you attain your dream. Best wishes for a wonderful future, and we want to see your name as an entrepreneur. I would be personally interested in writing your success story. Do share your success story to me. I would like to write a case study on you which may inspire a few more persons, which may inspire a few more people to take up the path of entrepreneurship. Write down every incident, every moment, every failure in detail and preserve them and document them. Tomorrow, when your success stories are written, these moments of failures, these moments of struggle will become an important part of that book. Yes. So, get ready to write the history, create the history, and establish a milestone for the world. We are all here to welcome you, your entrepreneurial journey, and we wish you to pick up the path of entrepreneurship. If you are a student, I'll encourage all of you to start your own startup along with your studies, to take up internships with startups, to explore the possibility of starting your startup along with your studies, to focus on developing innovative solutions, develop your ideas into scalable products, business prototypes, which can be tested out and ultimately launched in the market. Yes, innovations are required, and we all should try to encourage everybody for undertaking innovations. Best wishes. Thank you all for attending this session.